So Michael, I wonder whether you could briefly outline exactly what the Joseph Communications consist of.
The Joseph Communications is a series of 8 books which were delivered through me in trance over a period of around 13 years. Joseph began with Revelation, and Revelation is an examination of who we really are as spiritual beings and what we're capable of. He then followed that with Illumination, the second book in the series, which is a blueprint for change. And one of the major themes of the Joseph Communications is the need for change at this time. That was then followed by Your Life After Death, which is self-explanatory really, in that it examines the journey of a soul upon physical death through the various spiritual realms and out eventually into infinity. We followed that then by a hugely important book called The Fall. Briefly, Joseph describes in detail the event millennia ago that happened to us as the angelic people that we really are, that resulted in the broken and fractured world that we witness now. We followed that with Transmission, which is a huge book. It's double the size of the other books and is a record of the 13 public trance demonstrations that we held here at the Sanctuary. That was then followed by From Here to Infinity, which is an examination of our evolution as the souls that we are, as the angelic people that we are, and what we can expect not just from our journey through the spiritual spheres, but out beyond those spiritual spheres into infinity and a reconnection, a reconciliation with ourselves as part of the angelic host. The next book was Many Voices, One Mission, which is a collection of the lectures given to us, the talks given to us by members of Joseph's Soul Group. And the final book is The Spaces Between, which we've only recently published. And that is an examination of how the world really is when viewed through spiritual eyes and what we are truly capable of when viewed through spiritual eyes.
I noticed that Your Life After Death is a bestseller.
Yes.
Which means that people are not reading that book in order, they're actually buying it on its own. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because people need some kind of insurance, particularly as they grow older.
Yeah.
And it's a book that provides great comfort and reassurance to those who have lost loved ones, and also to those who want there to be something and want to examine what lies ahead. Well, yes, you can read it as a standalone book, but all the books are intended to build our spiritual knowledge. If you're a spiritual seeker and have some knowledge of esoteric subjects, then Revelation is the one for you.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you're entirely new to looking at a spiritual way of life as opposed to a religious way of life, then Your Life After Death is the start point for you.